Welcome to another episode of Drunken Ramblings of a Sober Mind. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Garen.
G-Aaron.
G-Aaron.
Today is first episode in a couple weeks because holidays, family, more holidays.
We were out there peopling.
Ish.
Esque.
Yeah, it was...
Vaguely.
Yeah, it was hit and miss. Garen got to go to Florida.
Disney's the devil. We will write that down.
We know Disney's the devil.
I know, but
Did
we
you
need
see
to
by
discuss
2100 we're gonna have a new X-Men up top?
Do you say by 2100? That's
Did you
80
see that breakdown of
80
Disney buying
years.
everybody? Yeah, Disney's gonna buy everybody, and by the time 2100 comes around, and it's like from 19, it's it has the entire breakdown, and then by 2100, X-Men will have a new movie, and everybody will be excited. It's like, didn't we have 13 of them?
They just need to leave that poor franchise alone.
That thing has been flipped, twisted, fisted, and I mean by fisting I mean punched. It's just
Right.
beaten into submission.
This I think this is just going to be a media and general episode, right? I mean, because there's like Picard's coming out January 23. Yeah, the 23rd. Some Picard. Dorks. Yeah, you in the back. I see you.
You're pointing at yourself, bro.
Oh shit, that is
My bad.
fuck. That is me.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Anyway, so Picard's coming out. That's going to be total awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Sauce. Fucking
Yeah.
mint.
Fucking mint. Yeah, Parker, he sent me a list of all these movies coming out. I was like, oh, I don't know where to start.
Well, we're going to chip right into it. What do you have written down there, James?
Well, I got a couple ones. Let's start with this one because that one's going to be these two because that's going to be the shortest. For
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Because very little's known about them quite yet.
Right, exactly. So I heard through the grapevine, mostly interwebs, that there's going to be Beverly Hills Cop 4, but that it's going to go straight to Netflix. So
Netflix is producing it. I don't know if that means that it's coming out in the theater. I don't think so. I think it's going to be like a Bright situation.
Right. I think whenever they pick up something, it's on.
Yeah, just on that platform.
Right.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 5. He was telling me about this.
Yes, Lethal Weapon 5 is has been greenlighted. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, rumored to return and reprise their roles as their characters.
They bringing Chris Rock back as the son-in-law?
I fucking hope so. Yeah. I would hope. And Joe Pesci needs to be in there too.
Fucking Joe Pesci. You know what I'm saying?
Do I look funny to you? Do I look like a comedian? Kind of does, actually. Don't kill me. But yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be hip. Going back to Beverly Hills Cop 4. Is Eddie Murphy too old?
What is he? 58?
58.
Nah.
See, I kind of have it's kind of
Hold on, dude. Fucking look at Sam Elliott was like 58 when he did Roadhouse.
How old is fucking Sam Elliott now?
He's eternal.
Oh yeah, I mean you're
Immortal.
right.
He is immortal. That man will live forever. Forever.
Well, it's like Sylvester Stallone popped over and did like Rocky 6. Just Rocky, right?
I think Rocky
The
16.
movie was titled Rocky. He was too goddamn old to play Rocky anymore. He needed to knock that shit off. I'm really glad when Creed came out. I thought that it was a good way to keep the franchise alive.
Wait. Wasn't Rocky... Okay, I get all these confused because he did... What was it? Rocky 4 or 5 with Tommy the Duke Morrison.
Yeah.
And then after that, Rocky is where Adrian had died because she did not sign. Okay, I'm just trying to get him straight because she had died. So he had that fucking cherry hung in the tree, and then went and visited her grave and kept telling his son. But I tell you what, one of the best speeches Rocky ever gave was in that movie. He's like, man, people are going to beat you down. They're going to treat you like shit. Only you can bring yourself up. Total fucking inspirational speech. Rocky's the man.
Well, and here's the thing. Sylvester Stallone has been fighting for the rights for Rocky since it came out in the theater in 1978.
77 or 78.
Yeah, something like that. He wrote that movie, and he pimped it out to a whole bunch of studios that wouldn't accept it. Finally, MGM was like, that's our shit. Go ahead and sign here. Well, he's just excited. He signed it. Didn't have the rights to his own material. MGM put absolutely no spin on it. They wanted to actually cast a different actor for Rocky, and Sylvester Stallone was like, no, it's
my shit.
I wrote it, so I'm going to star in it.
Me.
Yeah. So, therefore, it's, I don't even know what the fuck that was.
It started vibrating.
I thought so. Was that me or you? Was that you?
No.
Fucking not my problem. Fucking figured out.
Anyway,
so, I was concerned that Eddie Murphy, who, by the way, retired quite a while ago, he's been gone, out of Hollywood for a hot minute, yeah?
Yeah, but I heard he was going to do a stand-up again. He was going to do...
Yeah, he's getting back in the game full force.
But here's the fucking thing, is Eddie Murphy, when he left the game, he was up there. I mean, he was fucking top dog. And then he quit, started doing movies.
He started doing, good movies, and then he started doing Disney movies, which aren't bad, but you can't go from Raw, where you're talking about slinging your dick up and have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. That raunchy sort of 1980s ethnic comedy, that genre breaker,
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
To some Shrek shit.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting.
And a couple things have happened. He announced a stand-up. He's trying to do Beverly Hills Cop 4. He's trying to hit the game hard, and it's looking a lot like he's going back to theory, right? He's going to go and he's going to be Raw again.
Well, I've heard that he's still, he's done, roasts or not roasts, done little short little stints of comedy and whatnot. And they said he's still fucking hilarious.
Oh, I bet he is. I mean, that kind of humor just doesn't go away. It just evolves.
For comedy, I mean, it's one of those things that you have to just keep going, keep doing it to keep good at it. But I mean, I guess Eddie Murphy, he's either practicing in front of his mirror or just never lost it, which is weird. Yeah. Because a lot of people, they lose it.
Well, okay, so check this out. He's on some, and I didn't see the clip because I'm just going to get pissed off. He was on Conan or something, made a comment about Bill Cosby. Okay, now Bill Cosby can't defend himself because Bill Cosby's in fucking prison.
Right.
So his publicist spoke for him.
Okay.
And denounced Eddie Murphy and was like, bro, you're Hollywood's puppet, this, that, and the fucking other thing. And really, first of all, when you make the progress of Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, I mean, they really...
Well, because when Eddie Murphy... Was it Eddie Murphy when he first got started that Bill Cosby called him and said that you don't need to use all the F words.
You don't need to use the F-bomb.
Richard Pryor straight up said, fuck Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's no secret that they haven't been friends.
And here we have good comedy.
Yeah. And this publicist is going to be like, yeah, you're Hollywood's puppet. First of all, Eddie Murphy hasn't really been in the spotlight for very much long. I mean, he just now is like, yo, everybody, did y'all forget about me? And then this publicist is like, you're Hollywood's puppet. Weak comeback, bro.
Right.
Double weak because you're a publicist.
Well,
why isn't Bill Cosby saying this shit to my face?
Right.
Oh.
Rufio. I mean.
Rufio.
I thought you said have another drink. I said no. Never mind.
He puts the pill in the pudding. Come at me, publicist. I don't give a fuck. I don't have anything you can take. So, anyway, there's that. Yeah, I don't think that Eddie Murphy's too old. I mean, he's just...
Right.
Eddie Murphy, I think, could pull it off. I think he's coming into this thing with a plan. I don't want to be like ESPN and try to quarterback this thing and be like,
okay, because
Eddie
Murphy did Raw in what, 1984?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sweet leather suit, by the way, bro.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's Michael Jackson.
It was kind of Michael Jackson, but still.
Yeah, but he was calling out guineas and saying the N-word in Italian and like, whoa.
Who does that?
Right. Son of a bitch. So many people learned the N-word in Italian that day. I was like, oh, great. He's like, yeah, you 5-foot little fucking guinea over here. Trying to call out a 6-foot black guy. Hey, you big fucking... I'm like, oh! Oh, that's going to go over well.
So I'm pretty pumped about Beverly Hills Cop 4. I'm not going to lie. Now, Lethal Weapon 5. I don't know. Mel Gibson. I don't think you can make a comeback after fucking shitting on the Jews the way you did. Wait, he's Jewish. No, was he shitting on black people?
Who was he shit on everybody?
Yeah, I think he just basically shit on everybody.
My whole thing is, I don't care if an actor's fucking racist. I don't care if he believes that he's a liberal. I don't care if he's a fucking Republican. I don't care about their personal fucking life. They could jerk off monkeys for all I give a fuck. Do what you are paid for. Be an actor.
Well, and unfortunately, I'm kind of put in this position by society because actors weigh in all the time on their political beliefs.
That's why I don't
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Right. And then why do I have to see him go off and have this rant? Because where did they get the video of him being pulled over and having this rant? Was that a police department that actually released the video?
No, I think that one wasn't that one the answering machine from his ex-wife or something?
Oh, no, he just went off on her about it. He's had a couple.
Yeah,
he's.
I mean, not like Christian Bale, but he's had a couple.
Right. Smells like Robert Downey Jr. in the 90s. But the thing is he's a good actor. It is what it is. I mean, like Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby got put in prison, guess what? I didn't burn my fucking vinyls of Bill Cosby. I've got like 5 vinyls of Bill Cosby's from the 60s and 70s and early 80s, I think.
Well, it's like
I didn't burn my vinyls.
Yeah, right.
Michael Jackson. He's got it. He's fucking touching little boys or whatever, or accused of it, or whatever.
But no matter what, that fucking hidden compartment in the back of the closet where when you open it, it starts playing A Small World After All was super creepy. I don't give a fuck who you are. But I'm not gonna stop listening to fucking Thriller around Halloween.
Right.
I love Fall Out Boy's remake of Beat It. It's a good song. It holds up.
Well, it's like Weird Al doing Eat It. Love it.
Love it.
I love Weird Al.
I give that 2 snaps up in a circle. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No.
But no, I don't think he's too old. I really don't. I think with Lethal Weapon 5, I mean they've been retired for 20 fucking years now, according to the timeline.
Because I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, that was like on his retirement eve, wasn't it, or some shit? And shit kicked off, and
wasn't that the one where they fought Jet Li?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
2
that one.
Fucking 50-year-old men fighting Jet Li. I'm sorry, Hollywood.
Yeah,
they done lost that fight.
I feel as though you have to transition appropriately if you're trying to keep a franchise alive. For instance, the Creed series, right?
Right.
Rocky is now the mentor. You've got the young buck. He's training him. That makes sense. It's good transition.
I still don't get to see those. I've really wanted to see him, but I didn't get to see him.
Oh, dude, they're good.
Well, because I used to love boxing. Like, speaking of boxing, what was it? The fucking 7th, I think. The heavyweight championship of the world. Because they had, for the first time, there was a Mexican heavyweight champion. He won it. I mean, beat the dude's ass because the black guy was from England. He was a gold medal champion from the Olympics. He had never lost a fight. This Mexican guy came out of nowhere and whipped his ass. I mean, black guy knocked him down like the 2nd or 3rd round, and after that, he fucking went to work. Well, he done fucked up. He got that real money.
Word.
He was. I think he was like 15 or 25 pounds more than he was the last fight because he's a chubby guy. He's fucking a fighter for the real man, you know.
Yeah.
So, but he got his ass kicked, I guess, in this fight. Not a mention. I was looking for it. Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I was
depressing.
like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And then you got fucking movies like Rocky, Apollo, you got Creed, which, by the way, man, what's his face? Plays Apollo Creed.
Carl
Weathers, yeah. Being in The Mandalorian.
Oh, dude, I thought he was dead.
I did too. I was like, didn't he die in Rocky 2?
Like, I heard, the dude from,
Rocky 3? 3? 4?
Yeah, 3.
3.
No.
Was
fucking with the Russian, 4. It was 4. He fought the Russian.
That's right.
Russian killed him. Which, by the way, Creed 2 is on point. That was a well-done movie, in my opinion.
Because didn't he fight the Russian son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I haven't
Dolph
got to see him.
Lundgren was in it.
Dude, Dolph Lundgren is still a badass.
Yeah. I love the Expendable series. I think
Yes.
that's an appropriate usage for elderly sort of action heroes that I
And then
still wouldn't fuck with.
fucking Terry Crews in there. I love Terry Crews. That dude is hilarious. That Old Spice commercial with
Oh
his
my God.
fucking muscles.
Yeah.
Muscle.
Pecs.
Muscle.
Yeah.
Muscle. He does the
So
back one.
awkward.
He
It's
does the
uncomfortable
back
watching it in your living room because you're just like, wow.
That's fucking
You're like
cool.
checking out this dude's muscles. Like, ah, damn.
Right?
Yeah, he's
That's
huge.
good shit. Yeah, fuck
No,
yeah.
I think that if they transition it correctly, I think it'll be on point. Because from my understanding, they're supposed to be introducing Axel Foley's son into it and
Okay.
trying to pass the torch. Totally acceptable.
We
Get
keep
it done.
bouncing back and forth between Lethal Weapon and Beverly Hills Cop. I think this is awesome.
Right. Well, and
To be fair.
to be fair,
To be fair.
like Ghostbusters 3, I think it's transitioning appropriately. We're not talking about the reboot. We're talking about Ghostbusters 3, passing the torch to like these young kids,
No,
and then
okay.
have them take the franchise someplace. Do
Right.
your own thing with it.
Well, that's, like, I watched Shazam today for the first time.
It's great, right?
I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, that is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
DC can be on. See, I hate DC. I just don't care for him. I think Superman's bullshit. I've got this guy that could do everything, but this fucking weird ass moon rock is. Fuck that. I think that's weak.
No, it's not. It is not. It makes perfect fucking sense. Unless you're gay. What is every man's weakness?
Moon rocks?
Yeah. I was thinking something a little bit smaller, maybe a little fuzz around it. You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it. How many green ones have you seen?
I'm just saying, everybody has a weakness. There has to be a weakness.
Well, right. I mean, when I was writing my book.
Fuck that thing.
When I was writing my book, right, and I'm trying to get the magic on point, it's got, like, you can't just be all powerful. You gotta.
Right, there's got to be...
There's gotta be a price to pay.
Well, it's like in Jumanji, you know, they have, okay, you're good at this, 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 and this, and shit at this. So,
Right. Are you talking about the reboot of that?
I actually didn't think that one was too terrible. With The Rock
Never
and
seen
whatnot.
it.
I didn't think it was too terrible. The kids wanted to watch Jumanji one day, and the one with Robin Williams wasn't free, and I was like,
All right. Well, I
we'll
think
do it.
that's fair.
yeah. So, but with kids, you can't take your, you know, because it's like
No, I get
when
that.
we were growing up, you know, your parents would let you watch the movies that you wanted to watch because, you know, my mom, she was into like black and white, fucking big band era, Frank Sinatra dancing with in a ballroom with, you know, okay, so we would watch those, but then we would turn around and watch Home Alone or Ninja Turtle movies, or, you know, so you gotta be open minded and move on, you know. So yeah, like I said, I watched the reboot, or the I don't even know what to fucking call it, the Ghostbusters.
It was a reboot, for sure.
It was weak.
It was so weak.
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 Fucking weak.
Fucking whack. So, okay. So, that being said, DC kind of got their shit together. Shazam. Great casting. Every single person in that fucking movie was immaculate. I couldn't
Right.
imagine anybody else. They got the kid from 13 Reasons Why to play the superhero version of the Asian kid. I even thought that was a good casting for him. Trying to break out of the Netflix special series.
Dude, when
you
he
know?
shot at that dude, he's like, Hadouken! I was like, oh!
Yeah, great reference. Not sure if a lot of kids understood that one.
And then when he's like,
That one's for the-
fatality! I've
that
got
one
the
was for
voice!
us.
I've got the voice!
Fatality! Yeah. Aquaman, also, just the whole fucking
Fucking Jason Momoa.
Dude, well, I cried in the first 15 minutes. The thing with the mom and shit, I was like, oh my god, the mom. Like, it was a great movie, just hands down all around. Batman, Ben Affleck could kiss my ass, but, like, you know, other incantations of Batman, like, Michael Keaton, very acceptable as Batman. Val Kilmer to a point. George Clooney never in the fucking Planet
Never
Earth.
had a shot. Val Kilmer, I didn't like him so much as Batman either. He was too...
Yeah, he's
the
not in my
same.
top 5.
He was...
You know, but
right. I mean, but then you got the old school. I mean, who did Batman back in the 60s? Just passed away a few years back.
Adam West.
Adam West.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam West was.
Mm-hmm.
But the outfits back then, good God.
Yeah. With the little floppy ears on the tiny ones that are like.
Right, and the
like,
fucking gray tights, and
yeah.
you see his junk, and it's like, oh, dude, put it away.
The my favorite part is the overacting acting, the William Shatner acting, if you will.
Yes.
God, Robin, what does it all mean? Let's go to the Batcave, and then the weird run that they did. It's like the overacted run.
Right. Pow!
Yeah. Yeah.
Bazinga!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then them climbing ropes up buildings.
Yeah. Which has been parodied in everything. I don't know how kids are supposed to live after a certain point because you're just not going to get that reference.
Right, exactly.
I think it was Wreck-It Ralph that, like, during the credits, he's like climbing. I can't remember. It was something. Maybe it was Ready Player. I don't remember. But
Ready Player One. That was a good movie.
That was decent. That one was for the adults also.
Right. The CGI in that was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it was on point.
Really, really liked it.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Well, because I've been watching some of the. Because we got the 4K smart TV now, and like some of the movies that on the old school TVs they look a certain way, but then you put it on a 4K TV and it kind of looks fucked up. I'm like,
kind of like a soap opera sort of weird live action motion.
Yeah,
to
like
it.
the figure you're looking at is a lot closer than the fucking background,
Yeah.
and it just looks like the person's coming out at you, and I'm like, I don't
don't care
I
for
want
that.
them to be in.
Yeah, I want them in the box, the
Right.
magic box.
Stay in the box.
All right, so what's next? What's popping?
Okay. Which one do you want to do? Which one do you want to tackle?
Bad Boys for Life. We'll go ahead and keep up the cop theme on this
Right,
one.
right. Bad Boys for Life, dude. Martin Lawrence. He's gonna be. He's trying to retire in the new movie, and Mike Lowry. He decides he's gonna train this new crack group of people, and then I guess
Is that what it's about? I don't actually know the premise.
Yeah, and then somebody decides they're gonna try to kill him, and then he's like, "All right, man, one more time, Bad Boys for Life, ride one more time." So I mean, this movie's got lots of explosions, and I mean, it's just they're bringing back Bad Boys. They're gonna make it.
Michael
Bad
Bay
Boys.
producing it, hopefully.
No.
Oh.
It's not Michael Bay. It's two brothers. I forgot to write that down. But yeah, they said it's Michael Bayless.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But I mean, Michael Bay, he's done a lot of good stuff and a lot of stuff that's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like between Transformers, the 7 movies they have, the Ninja Turtles, it's a lot of it, like the car chases, things blowing up on the highway. He just basically recycles it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like J.J. Abrams and his light play. Like, when
Yes.
you watch a J.J. Abrams movie, there's always that just bright lights and the way he plays with light in directing his movies. Kind of gets slightly old after a while.
Right.
Cool when you first see it in the opening scene of a movie. Like in Star Trek, for instance. You will have a field day with this conversation, but like when they're showing the glimmer off of the Enterprise and it's just like this big glare, the light glare, makes it feel really good. But like later on, when like somebody has backlit and the glare covers their face, and it's very hard to kind of watch at a certain point.
Yeah, I do like the Star Trek movies.
The Star Trek movies aren't bad. Like I said,
That sucks about that Russian kid dying in a car accident.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, because he was, and it really devastated my kids because we watched the show. What was that? Troll Hunters on Netflix. Kids loved the shit out of it, and he died during the middle of the second season recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the kid, he does a transition. He does a transition, and then his voice changes. It's close, but not quite the same.
They like got somebody that is an impersonator almost.
It's kind of like the kid went through puberty.
Mm.
I don't know. It's really kind of hard to explain. If you haven't watched it, I haven't watched it in a while. But like I said, kids love the shit out of that. We binged the fuck out of that one, and then right after that, it was like, oh, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're looking tasty.
Right.
Well, and there's going to be a Star Trek 4, which I'm glad because they need to bring back that. The Star Trek 3.
See, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, dude, you might not even. You don't waste your time. Like, okay, Star Trek 1 opens with Kelvin blowing up. No, I'm trying not to spoil shit, but like the second one, everybody knows each other. They kind of get into some shit, and you got Khan. You already know Khan is a person in it, and you get excited because you've watched the original Khan, and you're wondering how this plays into it. The third one kind of opens up with everybody fucking hating each other, and it makes you hate the fucking movie. Like, Spock's like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna get a transfer, Kirk's a piece of shit. Kirk is like, Spock, you're a whiny bitch, I don't want to be with you either, this is all fucking horse shit, fuck this. And then, like, shit happens that brings them closer together, but I don't know, that opening scene where everybody's just kind of like, this is bullshit. Yeah, it kind of sets the pace, and you're like, at the beginning of it with them.
Right.
It just sucked. I fell asleep halfway through. I can't ever get past a certain point because it's just horrible.
God, that's me. And what's that movie? Looks like a new one just came out with Mission Impossible. I can't.
I stopped watching those at like MI3.
Dude, seriously, the first one I was over at Eric B's house, and every single time we tried to watch it, he tried to get me to watch it 3 times. All 3 times I fell asleep. I mean, just fucking bored with it. I mean, it didn't keep my interest. He's like, oh, there's cool explosions and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, not right now. It's like James Bond. I like James Bond. But there's certain Bond movies that it's just like...
Miss Monday Penny.
Right. Like fucking Sean Connery. Bond. James Bond. I'm like, oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude. Shoot. Yeah, I was listening to something one day about that. He was doing a movie with, goddamn, I can't remember who it was, but this woman, her boyfriend was linked with the mafia, and he followed her around, and he was trying to ruin her life. Wouldn't let her do anything. He was controlling. Walked onto a set, and she was talking to Sean Connery. Dude tried to pull a gun. Sean Connery knocked him the fuck
Scottish,
out.
Man. Scottish.
Well, because the thing is, a lot of people don't know, he was Special Forces. He knows his shit. That man is lethal with his hands. He was literally like a fucking James Bond.
Decent.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Well, it's like the old man from Lord of the Rings. He did missions during World War II that are still to this day classified.
Well, this is a good segue from Sean Connery. Who else is an actor that has done the shit, lived the shit, done the thing? Gal.
Oh. Are you meaning Gal Gadot from?
Oh my God!
Goodness!
Clutch the Pearls, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about a newer movie coming out. It's called Wonder Woman 1984.
Okay. There's only one problem with this movie. One problem that I found so far.
What's up?
Blue Monday. They did a song. Or Blue Monday's the name of the song. Sorry. Remember when... who was it that covered that? Oh, man. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Late 90s.
It wasn't Fear Factor.
No.
It was,
Hold on.
They're the same one that,
Yeah, I totally just drew a blank on that one.
Fuck. Jimmy, are we getting old right now? Our band knowledge used to be supreme.
Yeah, okay, it's New Order that does Blue Monday. Okay, but that was... Let's see, what's...
Oh, I got it confused with something else.
Which one were you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking of that band that did the, Gives You Hell. When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. That's the band I was thinking of.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, this was New Order that played Blue Monday. Now, here's the problem with this. Blue Monday came out in 1986.
Ooh, no.
It's a kind of a
Maybe it starts in 1984. You know how the first one kind of jumped around a little bit.
right. Okay, so yeah, that was the first problem I was saying with this. But excuse me. So as I started doing research on this, I was like, you know what? She's been in a bunch of movies. I was trying to remember what all she was in. Yeah, Keeping Up with the Joneses, Wonder Woman. Then she did some other stuff. But okay, so Gal Gadot, fucking beautiful woman. She was born April 30th, 1985. She's 5'10". Not that I was creeping or nothing. But now, when she was 18 years old, she was crowned Miss Israel in 2004. So she was born, a couple years after us. She served 2 years in Israel Defense Forces, training people in fitness and combat readiness as an instructor. And then, after that, turned around and went to fucking law school. She studied law.
Jesus.
Yeah. I feel as though I have not done shit with my life.
Yeah. I mean, how can you compete with that, though?
Well, because, I mean, in Israel,
You know what I'm
it's the law that you have to spend 2 years in the military. Which, that's probably not a bad idea.
I really don't think America would have the same problems it does if that were the case.
Oh, yeah. You would get rid of so many fucking SJWs and snowflakes.
Yeah. Well, the main problem, like, I can't even remember when I got into the conversation. It wasn't that long ago. Somebody's not understanding. Oh, it was last night. One of your mom's people didn't understand why you had to go to school to become a cop. You have to learn defensive tactics. You have to learn tactical driving. You have to learn the laws. You have to learn,
tactical driving. He says it's defensive. More bullshit.
No. No, I said offensive.
Yeah.
Tactical driving. You don't tactically defend yourself. What the fuck?
What?
There's no when it SWAT.
What do you mean? You don't technically
tactical.
You don't
Where were
tactically
your
defend
tactics
yourself.
in that? Come back to Bad Boys. Boom. Segue. Eat it.
I tactically defend myself. I don't want to hurt somebody.
Oh yeah.
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 You tactically defend yourself.
Yeah.
Not very well.
I thought you were going for a hand job. That's why I didn't move.
Valid. Just touch it.
Just tell me you love me afterwards.
So.
All right. So the first movie she did.
Badass bitch.
Yeah. So she from like 2004 on, she's done commercials in Israel, the United States. She's done movies. She did Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Then she did Wonder Woman, Justice League, and in 2018 she was actually Time's annual list of 100 most influential people in the world, and she's amongst the highest paid actresses in the world. So you're talking from 2004 to 2018, so 14 years. She's gone from here to here. It's just amazing. Like I said, the more I did research on her, the more I just found her really interesting. I mean, she's a beautiful young lady. I mean, she's 4 years younger than me. I mean, it's not like I can really call her a young lady. But, did a little bit more research on her just because the more I researched her, the more I was like, wow, she's really cool to read about. I mean, it's her first name means wave. And then her surname means riverbanks. So the wave to the riverbanks. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Her grandfather survived Auschwitz.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right, so you already know there's badass in the bloodline. Her grandma bailed. I think he told her to leave before the shit hit the fan, which I'd have done the same thing for my family.
Yeah.
But this movie, okay, so if anybody knows anything about Wonder Woman, they introduce Barbara Minerva, who, I don't know if she's going to be the cheetah in this movie or not, but she is one of her arch nemesis. And then it introduces Brother Eye, which is, it doesn't make any sense in 1984. It's kind of a Orwellian 1984 feel, I think, kind of futuristically, but in the past.
Like, sort of like some Wild West shit.
Right.
Like Wild West.
Right.
That fucking movie with Will Smith that I hated.
Yeah,
Anyway,
because wasn't he white? That was one of those that is like, because then they brought the racial jokes into it, and it was like, that's,
Yeah.
Because Jim West was a white guy. I mean, like, white?
White?
Right. So that one was fucked up. But, yeah, because, like, now, Samuel L. Jackson, that was completely Nick Fury.
Yeah.
That was
valid.
right for Samuel L. Jackson.
Valid. We'll let it pass. Just because I don't want to be called a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking mint.
Fucking mint. Dude, like, when I fucking saw him and saw who he's supposed to play, and he's got the eye patch on, and I'm just like, well, that's a thing now. I hope they retrofit that into comics, and boop, they did. And I'm like, fucking A.
Right?
Yeah, solid.
It's like, yeah, and he's like, well, yeah. Because, I mean, he's always liked comics and shit, too, so it was just kind of worked out real well, I guess.
He's got to stop his obsession with the color purple, though, dude.
Yeah, like in Glass.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, and being a Star Wars nerd, there's no purple lightsabers.
But he's got a purple lightsaber.
He's got a purple lightsaber because that was in his contract to get him to do the movie.
Whatever happened to his character? Did he get killed off?
He got thrown out of a fucking window.
Okay.
By Emperor Palpatine. Remember, he's like
about
to kill Emperor Palpatine.
He could stop himself from falling and dying.
I don't think that's... I don't know. I don't think he was... Mace Windu... Man, I'm not trying to get into a fucking whole Star Wars thing.
Well, no, I was confused about that one because like all of a sudden now he's gone and I'm like...
Mace Windu was a lightsaber instructor. That was his home. See, okay, fuck it. There's 7 forms that one can master at the lightsaber at being a Jedi.
Which one is it?
Fucking read it, dumbass. The 7th one, very forbidden. You don't do that one. That one's reserved for the Sith. We don't touch that one. Mace Windu said, "No, fuck all that. I'm gonna master it."
Is that the one where we kill children?
Ooh.
Too soon?
Not soon enough. I don't know when it actually takes place.
Gotcha.
But like Mace Windu, the whole point of it, and you could see it when he's fighting Palpatine. He's like this with his lightsaber out, and he's like the tip of Palpatine's lightsaber's right here. You've got to want to fight. You gotta enjoy fighting, which is not the Jedi way.
Right.
So like when the blade's there, you're readying yourself. You're all open here. If he lunged forward, he would do something else to deflect it, to parry it, whatever.
Right.
That's that 7th lightsaber form. It's you got to enjoy the combat. You got to want to be aggressive. You've got to channel that into your form.
You've seen the new Star Wars with Devin and Jessica, didn't you?
I mean, here's what happened. I fell asleep.
You what?
I worked overnight. I worked
schedule.
overnight, and then like I tried so hard. I was like, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get ready. Slept 3.5 hours. Saw the movie 10 hours later. And then Blue Springs 8 and their fucking reclining ass chairs.
Dude, I'm telling you what. God. Ooh, I took
Never
the kids
again,
there.
dude.
I took the kids there. We went to go see the new Frozen movie. Man, kids, leg all up. I mean, kick back.
Oh, we had fucking drinks.
Yeah.
We were fucking...
Yeah.
You know, and
next thing you know, you're hearing somebody snoring. Like, what?
yeah, I was actually really bummed. I've been waiting all year to watch this fucking movie, and it wasn't a terrible movie from what I saw. I got to a point where my brain was just like, and we're done. See ya. Shelly woke me up because I was snoring in it and embarrassing her, and I was like, okay, that's fair. Because I snore. I snore quite a bit.
I know.
Sounds like a fucking...
Freight train getting run over by a
sounds like you're starting a fucking chainsaw. It's horrible, and people were looking, you know, just, dude. No, I'm fine. You know, yeah, I'm pretty bummed about it, so I didn't get to see all of it.
I've got to see it yet, so I haven't even heard numbers on it. I haven't even heard numbers on it. What it's sold or anything.
I know it's a shitload. Okay. I mean, it got up there. It broke some boundaries. Not as much as Endgame, I don't think. Maybe it surpassed Endgame. I'm not sure.
Did you see the new Joker broke $1 billion? The first rated R movie to ever break $1 billion.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
I mean,
I thought Deadpool would have done it, but
yeah. Well, right.
I'm sure the next Deadpool will.
The Joker was an alright movie for me. It put me in a weird headspace, and I didn't like. I understand where they were going with the character. I understand everything. It's just I didn't care for it. It was very Scorsese-ish.
Who
It's
directed
kind of
it?
just draw.
You ain't gotta look it up. It's not a big deal.
No.
Okay, so let's kind of go back into where we were. Let's finish this one real quick.
Well, let's go back.
So I was watching the preview for this, and there's kind of twists in this, little Easter eggs, if you will. Okay, so Trevor was the last name of the guy that she was in love with.
Chris Pine.
Yeah, Chris Pine's character. His last name was Trevor. So in Wonder Woman, he died. He took the plane up with the explosives and it exploded. Chris Pine, somehow or another, is in this movie in 1984. So you're talking almost 70 years later.
Flashbacks?
No, 60 years later, because it was 18. It was 1918 when he died. But he's in this movie. But in the preview, there's a picture of her on her bookshelf or something, and she's standing under a sign that says Trevor Ranch. So I don't know whether she went back and made friends with the family, whatever. And there's other little things that are weird. Like in 1984, there were not security cameras anywhere.
Correct.
I mean, I don't think I seen cameras in stores until the late 90s. Am I wrong? I mean, when do you remember seeing cameras? Like in the malls and shit. Like she has like a boomerang that she fucking throws and it knocks out all these cameras in this mall. Like
Yeah, that's weird.
Are
Are they big, bulky sort of shits?
Fucking yeah. But those, I don't remember ever seeing those in 1980.
They had to have been a thing, because do you remember playing Metal Gear when you were younger?
Metal Gear Solid?
No. The original Metal Gear for NES.
I remember playing it. I just don't remember how long ago it was.
Well, you got this box that you have to put on yourself, and when you're entering these, like, I don't know, compounds, I guess they are, and then you go in, you have to get the passcodes and shit like that.
Okay.
You come equipped with a box, and you put the box on, and if you remain motionless while these fucking security cameras go by, that's how you do it. You stay inside the box. If these cameras see you, then you're dead.
Right.
And that was Metal Gear.
Well, I'm not saying that there wasn't cameras back then. I'm just saying, like, in malls and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember that far back. If y'all know the answer to this, go ahead and throw that on the comments of this.
Yeah, please, dear God. Because when I seen that, I was like, wait a second. In 1984, I mean, I was only 3 back then anyways, but I mean, still, in 1984, because even up through the 90s, you didn't see cameras in the malls until, like, the late 90s.
Well, that brings up a good point, because, of course, NES came out, and I think it's 84. I think that's when Super Mario Brothers came out. And so Metal Gear probably came out 87-ish? So that's still 3 years in the future. So I don't know. That's a good... I mean, we could Google it. It's just more fun to have you all interact with us. Just drop that right on in the comments below.
Learn me a little something.
Yeah, teach us something. Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, that, like I said again, that Blue Monday was 1986, not 1984.
I hate finding indiscrepancies like that. It drives me nuts. Like, you couldn't have Googled that.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Unless, like you said, it is a flashback. Because in the movie, it takes them back to the island. I can't remember the name of a fucking island, a fictitious island. Fuck me. There's a flashback to, like, they have, like, a games, like an Olympic Games or whatever. They're competing, and there's a little girl, and I'm not sure if it's a flashback of her when she was little, or if it's, because she can't go back to the island. She can never go back. Once you leave, you can never go back. It's it was Zeus, I think, that put the magic on the island. Which, that's another thing. Is Zeus her dad?
Mm-hmm.
Because she said when she was her mother was younger, she molded her from clay, and Zeus brought her to life. So I'm not sure if that's what mommy told her. I mean, I could tell my kids, yeah, we molded you of clay, and God brought you to life. Or I could be
just
like,
trying to
yeah,
skip
there
the
I
whole...
was.
What was it? Rhythmically pounding?
Right.
Sweetie. Rhythmically pounding. Yeah. Big J. Okerson, look him up sometime. You won't be disappointed.
Doity.
Doity. He's doity.
Fucking doity. I love it. I was watching that and I felt as though I've said a lot of that shit. Too.
Yeah. It felt very familiar, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I was like,
There's other
stole
ones.
my shit.
Lewis and the Dog cracks me up. We'll probably watch it before we hit Jimmy Done Wrong. It's not nearly as long as that last one. It's hilarious though.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this movie, I think it's, they're bringing back the truck flips. I haven't seen a good truck flip in a while. It's kind of
Terminator 2, wasn't it?
It's got a good CGI. This truck, I don't know what it is. It's a flatbed truck with shit in the back of it, and it flips over, and you can see the drive axles fucking flying up, and then she just comes over the top of it like da 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 da.
Best truck flip I've ever seen. Terminator 2, hands down. That semi. And it's like
I don't know that one in the Batman movie with Heath Ledger when
ooh.
Yeah, that was a pretty badass one too.
You win on that one.
That was pretty. The slaughter truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty badass truck flip too.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's been a lot of cool shit. A lot of cool explosions and shit. Like Transformers. I mean, I think the Transformers, I'm pretty sure they recycled a lot of that shit from one movie to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what
just
it
take
is.
that shit that's on the cutting room floor. Just go ahead. Bring me that. No, not that.
Change the color of the car.
That's porn.
Right.
Give me, that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that is not a car. That is a penis.
Yeah. Splicing pictures of penises into family films.
That seems, what was that? 1999, 2000-ish.
Yeah. Here's the cigarette burn.
I feel as though we shouldn't be talking about this.
I feel like we're going to get sued.
Well, no, I feel like it's
rule number one. We shouldn't be talking about it, no.
But then it might be rule number 2 as well. I can't remember.
Something like that. I don't remember. Farted in the Bella de Vive. Right.
So, Jason, one of our followers and a buddy of ours, he also mentioned there's a lot of other movies coming out this coming year. I cannot remember what platform he sent it to me on, but there's a bunch of movies coming out. And the more I was looking down this list, I was like, I'm going to spend a small fortune this year on movies.
Did you hear that they are rebooting Home Alone? Macaulay Culkin, you are the fucking man, on a side note, because that's how I found out about it. I didn't find out about it by like some Facebook ad popping up. Oh, they're going to reboot Home Alone. No, Kevin McAllister, the Kevin McAllister, put up a picture of himself eating like a tub of ice cream, just looking fucking upset. Did you see that commercial?
Shit? Like straight up, it was like they had cameras and shit on the house. It was a security system or whatever, and it had him in the original house.
Oh yeah! Oh dude, that fucking commercial was hilarious.
I was like, what the fuck? What just happened?
Yeah.
I feel as though I'm back.
And he sits there and he like pushes the button on his tablet, and then the people start dancing in front of the window. And he's like, I wish I had this when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're gonna fuck that up.
So why are they? Is he in on it, or is it his kids? Or?
No, that was the purpose of him being all sad and morose in a fucking robe, and he's just like looking sloppy as shit.
So the norm.
Yeah. Well,
he's cleaned up lately.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
he's looked rough.
But, dude, I'm gonna admit, if you look up Kevin McAllister as an adult, and he's in the back of that taxi and he's like smoking and he's all like, I was an adorable 8-year-old. The cutest fucking 8-year-old ever. And they just like left me, man. Fucking left me in that house. It's bullshit. And he's like, the taxi driver's like, okay. Like, it's a hilarious little skit that he does. Yeah, the heroin look really came into play there because he's like, who leaves their fucking kid at home on Christmas? Who does that? You know, he's like bitching about it.
Oh, yeah. I was watching something the other day about that. They're like, what kind of shit-ass parent?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we were going to Florida, and I was like, Eli, you better straighten up, or else we're going to leave your ass in this airport. And you're going to be Kevin McAllister. He didn't get the reference.
What kind of child are you raising,
Shelly? But it was hilarious. Like, I laughed. Shelly, not so much. I was like, I'd never leave your kid in an airport. On purpose. Well, I'm more responsible than that, sort of.
Yeah, then there was another thing where I was a lawyer. It was a lawyer's commercial, and he's like talking about how Kevin McAllister was a sadistic child.
He was.
He goes, "What kind of person would light somebody's head on fire?
Yeah.
What kind of person would have glass, ornaments on the ground?" And the nail, he goes, "That is the most brutal thing." They put a nail.
That's actually a hard to watch scene because it looks like it's going through his fucking foot. You know, like it looked like it.
That
it's
one
like
doesn't
watching
bother
some
me.
hostile shit.
Fingernails and eyeballs.
Preach.
Bro, that shit, if I see anything going under a fingernail, I'm out. And I've literally, what finger is it? This finger right here. See that scar? I had a cedar splinter go all the way under my nail and out the finger.
Fuck that.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to get it out. I can't even look at it. But he's like, dude, that's gnarly. I'm like, I don't want it. Can I take a picture? I don't care. Just don't let me see it. It hurts. Can't sit and blow on it. It was bad. And then eyes. Like, I used to fuck with people because I could lick my finger and like move my eyeball. And they're like, ew. And then, yeah.
It all kind of squishes a little bit.
Right. I seen a guy, not gonna lie, was in a fight one time, and I seen this guy's eyeball, his eyeball literally come out of the socket. It is the most disgusting sound ever. It's like if you punch macaroni and cheese, and then pull your fist out. That.
It's been another episode of Drunken Ramblings of a Sober Mind.
It's fucking
done. I'm done interneting today.
It was bad.
Fucking gnarly. Anywho, I think that about wraps it up. Do you have anything else written in your little book of magic?
No, not really. I mean, kind of figured we'd.
Not really. You sound like Ben Stein.
Really. No. We'll
Clear
probably
eyes.
We'll probably do more movies next week.
Hell yeah.
Like I said, there's an entire list. Yeah, an entire list of shit to get into.
All right. I'm down.
Movies galore next year. It's gonna be great. I mean, I'm real. And Wonder Woman comes out June 5th, 2020. Bad Boys Faux Life comes out January 17th.
That's my shit.
January 17th, bro.
And I'm on it.
What is today? It's like 2 weeks, bro.
It's the 2nd.
2 weeks out, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely going to go to that one.
Well, we'll get after it. Hell yeah.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter. Pitter patter. All right, well, this has been another episode of Drunken Ramblings of a Sober Mind. I'm Garen.
And I'm Jimmy.
We'll check y'all later.
Thanks for joining us.
Later, taters.
Bye, guys.